Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk to you about the Baker Act with regards to minors. So over the years we have seen lots of children be Baker Acted, and I think the research bears out that even in 2025 the state of Florida is detaining and locking up and handcuffing thousands of children. I mean, it's just completely it's insane is what it is. It's just nuts. But be that as it may, there are some things I have control over and some things I don't. I'm here to help families to get their loved ones out. I can't stop the state from Baker Acting your child or anybody else for that matter. But we've had a lot of calls over the years with regards to children 6, 7, 8, and I think the last month we had a call about a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old being Baker Acted for a myriad of reasons. And most of the time what happens is you get a child that says something silly in school, post something silly in school, write something to another student in school, and they don't really mean it. In fact, they don't even understand what they've actually just done or said or written. But be that as it may, in 2025, nobody wants to take any chances, and if the police get called, I mean, your kid's going to get cuffed and stuffed and made to take a perp walk. I mean, as if they were a criminal, as if the child wasn't traumatized enough. The state of Florida, does this horrible thing. But one of the things that I think families, I've noticed with families, is confusion over the assessment time. So remember, there's two types of Baker Act here in Florida: involuntary and voluntary. And we're going to talk with regards to the involuntary. So folks, by the time folks get to us, they're typically pretty familiar with the whole idea of the 72-hour period, which is the period in which the assessment must be done with regards to an adult. Now, sometimes families call us and say, oh, well, he or she's been held for 72 hours, they have to let them go. And my response to that is, no, 72 hours is typically the minimum. It's not the maximum. The maximum actually is 6 months under the Baker Act. And it doesn't happen all that often, but we do get those calls. And I've seen individuals, patients get sent to the state hospital, and it's not a pretty picture. And it's really difficult to get them out too. It's a real fight. So it's 72 hours to do the assessment and stabilization. If they can't get it done, then either the facility has to petition for more time, or they're supposed to release somebody, or they get you to sign a voluntary admission agreement. I'm not going to get into sort of the minutiae of all those things, but that's sort of the 72-hour clock. When it comes to minors, they're supposed to do the assessment within 12 hours. Now, it doesn't mean say they can't hold them for 72 hours. It just means they're supposed to assess them within 12 hours. And again, if for some reason they can't get it done within the time frame, they're supposed to do one of those three things, right? File for an extension, let them go, or get a parent to sign a voluntary admission agreement. And so I want to be really clear about that. Don't think just because the statute says 12 hours, they're coming home. Because if they go there and there's even, a scintilla of evidence, if there's even some, out of the realm case the facility can make, and your loved one has insurance, yeah, I think that is a problem, and you should be, really considering how much longer you want to leave them there. And again, look, this is a no judgment zone with me. If you've seen any of my videos, I'm going to shoot straight with you and tell you the truth. If you decide to hire me, that's great. If you don't, look, I make this video so you have the information that you need. And in my experience, and I think we have now filed, close to 700 of these cases over the years against facilities all over the state of Florida. In my experience, you fight like hell to get out of these places, because good things do not happen to people in Baker Act facilities. And in fact, typically really bad things happen. In any event, I want to clear that up. 12 hours for a minor, 72 hours for an adult, just for the assessment. That's it, okay? In any event, thank you for tuning in. I'd love a thumbs up. And if you could, please subscribe to the channel. I'd be grateful. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.